From the Elite Eight to the Final Four, this is a huge day for the OSAA state tournaments as those championship trophies are getting a little closer.
And Fox 12's Nick Krupke took it all in from the Child Center for day one of the boys 6A tourney.
Getting here is so hard. Winning here even tougher, but the memories last a lifetime of the 6A tournament, and the Final Four is now all set. The first session set the tone for a full day of Elite Eight hoops. The second game of the day featured PIL champion Lincoln and Gresham out of the Mount Hood Conference. Cardinals head coach Heather Seeley-Roberts leads the Cards and her twin senior sons. She's the first Oregon woman to head a boys team in the large school state quarterfinals ever. Lincoln all about the dunks and the threes. Evan Heisler, Graham Eikenberry bending iron. Malachi and Moroni Seeley-Roberts tickle the twine for 18 and 24 points. Moroni with a double-double. Malachi tagged in for 4 threes. He's so long, so lean, so lanky. Now, Gresham hadn't been this far since 1992. No quitting the Gophers. R.J. Alexander hit 5 three-pointers to keep it tight into the final ticks. 1-point game, 2 seconds to go. Asaya Pippa-White, one of the best to ever wear the blue and white, scored 17. Wished he had 20. The 30-footer for the win at the horn just rimmed off. Pippa-White's mom played for Coach Roberts back in 1999. 60-59, Lincoln into the Final Four. Next up, their stiffest test of the season against a nationally ranked team from the Three Rivers League. Top-seeded West Lynn and number 9 Central Catholic battle in the 1:30 game. The Rams play the Lions about as tight as anyone had this season. The third-place team for the Mount Hood Conference played with the lead late into the third quarter. Sophomore Isaac Carr ripped the Rams out in front with 16 points, hitting 4 triples. But then things went silent from long distance in the second half, and that's when Adrian Mosley took over with 17 of his 21. And Team USA guard and Oregon Duck commit Jackson Silstad at 17. Lions escape 49-45. Robert Key in his first year as head coach, where he came from Grant, where he won it all with the Generals in 2018. Now he'll look to deny the PIL of a shot at a crown. West Lynn Lincoln will meet Friday 6:30 in the first semi. The Lynn last won it all in 2016 behind Boston Celtics guard Peyton Pritchard. The Lions won 4 in a row. The night session featured the defending state champs from Tualatin. The Timberwolves were a 3 seed after losing 4 starters from a year ago, up against Metro League champion Beaverton in the 6th spot. The Beavs last won it all in 1998. Beaverton's 6'11" center, Chance Winter, a Glencoe transfer whose mom, Stephanie, started at Oregon State. Mama taught him how to dunk. A lot of talent on the low blocks, both sides. Jaden stepped like a stone. Jaden had 18, and that was in the team high. The Beavers know how to keep it interesting with the Rice brothers. This is Aiden beating the buzzer to close the third in the corner. It was 45-40 Tualatin, 18 for the 2 Rice kids. First-year T-Wolves head coach Bubba Lemon loves to watch Josiah Lake do his thing like his grandfather Meadowlark Lemon did with the Globetrotters. The Harlem ball falls to the senior guard. Got Scrappy due for 28. 63-54 the final as the reigning champs 2 wins away from a repeat. Final game of the day was a startup Mountainside team for the Metro League and second-seeded Barlow. Kings of the Mount Hood Conference under longtime leader Tom Johnson. TJ's Bruins in their 33rd straight postseason. Sophomore stud Jalen Atkins, one of 5 Barlow kids whose fathers played for Johnson. The MHC Player of the Year notched 31. The Mavericks out of Beaverton making their 2nd straight trip to Child since the school opened in 2018. Braden Bowe, also a super sophomore, 3 and 1. BB had 35. Javar Martino, the conference's defensive player of the year. The senior, a shooter 2, clap it out. 31-28 Barlow at the break. The teeter, totter, tipped in the 4th. 10 seconds left. Barlow up 2. Jalen Ormond level it up. 57 all. Mountainside even raced out for the win off a steal, but no go with a 20-foot runner. They go to overtime. Last seconds in OT. Barlow up 3. Not anymore. Nate Thune. Splash and dash towards double overtime, 64-64. Waiting moments of double OT. Game tied, Nate Farrar passes on the deep 3 and finds Mason Bierbrower alone underneath. That'll do. 73-72, Barlow trail in the end in 2 OTs. Tualatin now awaits the Bruins in Friday's 8:30 semifinal. Final Four Friday will begin with the girls at 1:30. The boys then in the evening session. In 5A, it'll be finals day in Corvallis. We'll be there for a semifinals in Forest Grove. We'll be there on Saturday. At the Child Center, Nick Krupke, Fox of Oregon.